Oh, you're not live yet.
Yeah, we're live.
You're live. I thought you were live this whole. I thought we were live this whole time. Okay, let me make sure. There we go. I see it here. I'm gonna mute my computer so I can look at the chat. Oh, shut up, Vanessa. There we go. Where's my chat? There. Yes, it's huge. I forgot we made it huge. Pop out. I smother her a little bit. Go. She's so cute. Go lay down in the bed. She's live. I'm here. Baban, go lay down in your bed. I don't want. Fine, I'm gonna give her a treat. Okay, come here. Twirl, twirl. All right, everyone. What do you want me to use today? I have FSO. Welcome to the club, by the way. Welcome to the Edibles Club. If this is your first time here, then, you know, double welcome. Petra wants to know, how is the weather? The weather is okay. The air quality is okay. I have a dog, one of Bonbon's doggy friends lent me 2 of her air purifiers because she was heading north to Bay Area to escape the fire smoke. And because my neighborhood's not on fire, right? LA is pretty big. LA is huge. And it's an urban sprawl. And so, like, the Palisades fire is by the beach, by the ocean. That's Malibu. That's by the water. I'm like an hour away from that. So, depending on traffic. But I'm about 20, 30 minutes away from the Eaton fire. And that's where Winslow lives. So Winslow hasn't been home for how long?
Since Tuesday?
Since Tuesday, Winslow's been out of his house and he doesn't have power. So he's staying with friends right now in downtown LA, which is, I have lived in downtown LA and bless the people who live down there because I would not want to.
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough. It's like a lot of, you know, it's Skid Row is down there. It's, you know, it's people like screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, you know, because they're high out of their minds. So, anyway, but it's a safe place in LA because there's no vegetation. So LA is like hills and valleys, and I live in like a hilly neighborhood, but the wind for some reason, like had one of those embers came to my neighborhood, toast, totally toast. Like just where I live, I have 2 eucalyptus trees on my property, not native, totally invasive. They have shallow roots. They suck up all of the water in the ground, and they're highly flammable. So they're the worst. But it's kind of like this thing, like I told my landlord, I was like, hey, we should probably get these trees trimmed like before this happened, right? Because there's just foliage everywhere. And the houses are all in those hills, and so the streets are like, it's like kind of like Italy in a little bit that way, where it's like windy streets that are hard to get in and out of. So it just was kind of like what neighborhoods got hit, and then with the winds I got really lucky. So anyway, nice to see you. Glad you're safe. Keep that air filter on high. Thank you, Jeff. Hi, Red Jacket. Hi, Charles Clayton. Hi, hey, Vanessa. How are you? We're doing okay. You know, I was just saying, like, hi, Jeff. I was just saying the air quality is a little bit shit here, and Winslow has been, like, displaced from his house. So we're we're here. I was going to suggest we're going to do risotto today, and while I cook, I'm going to talk about Bonbon. Just let him be. He's doing his thing. Yeah, you just do that, because I entertain her shit too much. I'm going to grab an onion, and I'll start. I think I have. Didn't I buy an onion? Watch, I used up. You know what? It's just one of those. Do I not have an onion? I don't have an onion. I got everything except for an onion. I'm so out of it. Okay, so what the fuck can I do without an onion? Not a whole lot. Fuck a duck. Huh. Well, all right. Okay. What the hell am I gonna do? Because I don't want to just do garlic. Fuck. How do I not have an onion? Oh my god. Anyway, well, let's just pretend I have an onion. And you're all gonna forgive me because
Green onion?
I don't even have, I have nothing. I have garlic. I don't have any. I usually have I thought I bought 2 yellow onions the other day, and I think I only bought 1 yellow onion, and then I thought I had a white onion, like a whole white onion. I'm a little confused. Okay, give me a second, everybody. Because I thought I bought a white onion for the event that I was supposed to do. And basically, I'm just trying to not waste food because, well, shit. Maybe we pivot. Because basically I was trying not to waste anything because I was supposed to do that event. Did I put it over here? No. So maybe we just make arancini and then I make not the risotto. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm just frazzled. DoorDash is your friend. I'm not going to DoorDash an onion. I'm sorry. I already DoorDashed the other ingredients today because I am frazzled, and it would, what do I want to do? Well, I can still make the arancini. And I could make the risotto for you just without onion. Yeah, just financially in my brain, I cannot spend probably $20 to DoorDash me an onion. But I can't do that. It feels a little silly. So what am I gonna do? Well, we're just gonna pretend like we have onion, and
Go get one?
Would you? Okay. Oh, well, then okay. And I'll just stay alive.
Yeah, you just have one camera.
And if you want to get anything else for yourself, just here, take my card.
No, that's fine.
I can Venmo you. Huh?
You have a grocery store you recommend?
Lawson's is right down the street. Or I wonder if the little yellow store here would have an onion. I bet they would have just an onion. Whatever. I'd even take a white onion at this point. So I'd say I don't know if you want to risk it at the yellow store. Do you know where I'm talking about?
I'll find it.
It's not like a grocery store. It's like a bodega, basically.
Yeah. I'll check.
Or Lawson's is your closest, or Vaughn's. But Lawson's is technically.
I'll probably just go to Lawson's.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just talk to your chat.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. We said we're going to let it ride. Petra says to knock on a neighbor's door. Do you think it rolled on the floor? That wouldn't surprise me. whatever. I feel like it's good for you to go and, I don't know. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Take your time. Whatever, the chat is going to have to hang out with me longer. That's cool. So basically, everything in the LA, I'll just chop some garlic while we're waiting. Everything's kind of like closed down. I think Winslow, like, he's going through it right now, okay? So I want everyone in the chat to be super nice to Winslow because he's not been home. He's sleeping on his friend's couch. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like that's kind of okay for, hi Pete, that's kind of okay for like a day or so. But then after 3 days, you kind of are like over it and you want to just go home. And the kind of the like high of, this should be more jiggly, but this was my second run of, this is chicken broth, okay? The high of like, oh my God, my house might burn down, you know, like just kind of community and coming together and my friends are letting me stay here. That kind of wears off and you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What's going on? Can I like, when can I go home? So anyway, I was thinking, tell me what you guys think about this because obviously people have offered a lot of help. And like technically, I want to be honest with you, like I'm fine. I'm totally okay. The other night when I did not have air purifiers, I was not okay. Like my fire alarm went off at 1 o'clock in the morning and I had to get my Swiffer. I came, you know, like you're totally disoriented at 1 in the morning and I came into my kitchen and I got my Swiffer sweeper broom to like, because it was up on the wall so I couldn't like reach it. So I had to like knock it off with the end of a Swiffer broom and then like figure out how to turn off the fucker. And anyway, so the air quality is shit. But since I've gotten the air purifiers, one, I realized, holy cow, did I need to use these anyway? Like, what? I should get a sponsorship from air purifiers because I smoke so much pot. And so point of my story was, like, we're okay. Winslow's worse off than me, right? Like, my neighborhood's not getting torched. He's right in that neighborhood. So what I'm sorry for you guys in LA, this must be hard. So what I was going to say is if I was thinking, if the club feels so kind and would like to sponsor a trip for Winslow and I to either go, and I can like leave it up to a vote, but either go to San Francisco or Joshua Tree or San Diego, like go on a little road trip and stay somewhere for a couple of days so Winslow can kind of like get out of his friend's apartment in a studio. He's like sleeping on his friend's couch on a studio, which is better than other people who've like completely lost their homes, but whatever. Just because, you know, just because someone else is doing worse doesn't mean that we don't deserve to have a good time. So if we did that, then we'd go live like the whole time, not the whole time, but we'd create a bunch of content. Like I would be like, if we went to San Diego, I would create like a dispensary hit list for San Diego. We'd hit some places to eat when you're there and do like a tour guide for the Edibles Club. And so I was thinking about doing that. What do you guys think? Would love to help Winslow. Dude, let me know what I can do. It's not a competition, right, Alex? Edibles Club hits the road. Yeah, sending my biggest energy to all. Fires are all too real here too. Yeah, the fires are really bad. Anyway, so I was thinking about that. Let me know what you think. And the way that I was going to do it because, you know, like Patreon is a different thing. We don't have super chat just yet on YouTube, but guess what, people? I'm almost at 3,000 watch hours, so then we're gonna have super chat, which is awesome. But basically, I created a Venmo at the Edibles Club, and if you guys want us to go on this trip, then contribute there, and if we get enough funds, we'll go on a road trip and we'll film it for the club, and I'll create some content around it. I think it could be really fun. So that's what I was thinking. YouTube takes too much money. Don't pay the megalords. Yeah. So this would be Venmo. So I don't think they would take anything from it. It would go directly to, it's a business account. It's at the Edibles Club. I created it just for this because I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't want to say do it through Patreon or do it through YouTube. Let's just create a Venmo link for people. And if they want to contribute to this and like help us create this content, maybe, who knows, maybe you guys will really like it and be like, fuck yeah, Vanessa, go here now. Go here now, go there now, because I would love to get out of town. I cannot justify it right now. But if it is sponsored by the Edibles Club, then I can take Winslow with me and we can shoot some stuff and we can breathe, mainly just want to breathe some fucking fresh air. Although the air purifiers really coming in clutch. Hi, Kathy. How's it going? Maybe you should do road trips once a month. I mean, if the club wants me to do it, totally. But I don't have, like, you have to think, like, a hotel is probably, like, I need a little privacy. I love Winslow, but, you know. So we'll need, like, either an Airbnb with 2 rooms or something like that. We could probably find something cute in Joshua Tree for not that expensive. And then we could drive out there and create a little thing. I don't know how expensive San Diego is. Usually the Bay Area is pretty pricey, and that's like further away. San Diego would be like another 2. I think it's between Joshua Tree and San Diego is where I would go right now. And we can drive to both of those places, or we could take the Surfliner down to San Diego. I think that's opened up again. I love the Surfliner. Do you guys know what that is? We don't have a lot of trains in LA. I wish we had more. Like a train to San Francisco would be awesome. We all voted for that, but we haven't gotten it. Bonbon, don't eat that egg carton. No. But the Surfliner, you can take it from downtown LA to San Diego and it goes along the coast. It's really cute. And that way it's like you don't have to drive down there. So maybe we would do that, like get 2 tickets on the Surfliner down to San Diego, stay there for a couple of nights or however long, shoot some content, go around, see some of the dispensaries, and then, you know, wouldn't that be fun? Surfliner is great. I love it. Santa Cruz, yeah. Cody says, Cody's starting 999. The title is making me hungry. Great food. Okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna cook risotto. We're just waiting for Winslow to get me an onion. We're just gonna get an onion. So if you would like to contribute to that, to our trip, to our road trip, and I'll put a post on the Edibles Club as well, and maybe I'll make it a vote so that the club can vote between Joshua Tree and San Diego and see which one they want. I think there's a train to Joshua Tree too, but it leaves pretty late. I just want to make sure we're not taking Carmen on a road trip. Carmen, I don't like to take her on long drives. Ideally, in my perfect world, Carmen would sit in my garage and I would get a different car to drive around, and I would purely have Carmen to do video content and have people come and hotbox like B-Real does with his car. but I'm just not there yet. We're working on it. I have a feeling when the book comes out, we'll be able to do that. Nando Carl Calrissian. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. Oh, wait, 1 second. Petra says food truck. What food truck? What are you talking about? And Jeff Tharp says, I would suggest going farther. California is so expensive and everyone is getting a place right now. Maybe Mexico is a better idea. Yeah, I mean, if we could swing it, but then I think we'd need to fly, right? I guess you could drive down to Mexico, but I'd have to ask. I don't know. I don't know if Winslow's up for a road trip like that. I know. See, that's the thing. People are like, you should get out of town. I'm like, they jacked up the prices of flights, right? So, anyway. San Diego has some tasty burritos by state and pairs well with... I just think, we could probably... I have to look at Airbnbs. I definitely saw some Airbnbs in Joshua Tree that weren't super crazy. So, it's, off season, and you have to think, people maybe who were coming here changed their plans because of the fires in LA. I don't know. Listen, I'm just hoping for the best. We'll find, depending on how generous people want to be with us, we will go wherever we can afford. But that Venmo is the Edibles Club. So if you love me and you want to help Winslow and I get some fresh air for a few days, I'll make some bonbon content for you too. You can send me a Venmo to the Edibles Club, and that will go directly to me and to Winslow. And because I'll pay Winslow while we're on those days, so he'll get work. He's going through a lot right now. Winslow did not need this to happen. That's no one did. No one needed it to happen, and it's hard. It's nice to have a distraction and to not be sitting in your room kind of doom scrolling the news and thinking am I ever going to get my life back? So maybe it'll create a fun new way. Oh yeah, Petra, we could do a food truck. So I used to do roundups for this app. I don't know if you've ever heard of the app Resi, but I used to do their roundups for their hit list for LA and San Francisco, which is wild. But for many years I did that. So I'm not I'm a good writer, so I can, which feels weird to say about yourself, but whatever. And I've gotten better, obviously. The cookbook really helped me with my writing, and Naomi Tomke. So I can create we could do video reels of the, taco trucks going to visit taco trucks. We could, the dispensaries in San Diego. What else could we do? Fun stoner things to do in San Diego. But it might just be fun and be nice. Maybe we can go to an amusement park. Should we take Winslow to an amusement park? Does San Diego have one? I feel like it would be fun. Let me read this. Jana says Tijuana is great too, but I prefer the south of it for better seafood like fish tacos, shrimp tortas, and flautas. That sounds really cool. Yeah, isn't there Baja would be awesome? Yeah, I feel flying. Where am I flying? Where am I driving to? I would drive to San Diego. Where did my little dog go? I think she's in the bedroom. I would drive to San Diego. I would drive to Joshua Tree or Palm Springs. And then places in Mexico, I would definitely fly to. I don't know, if Mexico, the only thing is weed's not totally legal in Mexico. Although I bet I could find things to write about. So maybe we could do Mexico City. I can't be gone for too long because I have some events coming up. And we could do our Wednesday sesh on the road too. When is the next Canna Cup and where? I don't know. Gare Bear, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to a zoo. Wait. D Money wants me to surf. I guess I could learn how to surf. Do you guys want to? In your Venmo to us, put where you're voting for. Say, I want you to go to San Diego and I want you to go to the zoo. I want you to go to Joshua Tree and I want you to go to, I don't know, whatever the fuck is in Joshua Tree. I want you, you know, like whatever it is. And then I will see where people say who are contributing to the trip, because you're basically like, you're real patrons. I always used to think about that when I studied art history. I was like, wow, these artists like survived based on people, you know, like it wasn't because they sold their art, it's because they had patrons like you guys. So that's pretty cool. And sometimes they would paint their patrons into their artworks to like, so, okay, wait, Janice says that I should go to every place that Guy Fieri went in San Diego on his show. That would be hilarious. Petra wants me to go skiing. Where could we go skiing? I guess we could go to Mammoth right now. We could do like a Mammoth ski trip. I don't know if they're on fire, but Winslow was making fun of my weed and I told him, I was like, it's not great, but I can't be like snobby right now, you know? I ran out of my giveaway weed. I'm just cutting up a nice big ass garlic clove. I don't like too much garlic. I know there's like this real kind of pride in, whenever I see a recipe, I quadruple the garlic. And I'm like, good for you. I do not do that. I don't like too much garlic. It overpowers a dish. So Breeze Tone says, go to the beach. Sea air fixes a lot. Jeff Tharp says, go to the Emerald Triangle. Alex says Big Bear. Pete's Best, I will open a vendor account. Wait, what's going on, Pete? Do you have to like, you can't just pay, is the Venmo being weird? Is it too smoky in here, man? Uh-oh. I think you have to like, you can't, the business account, I guess my Venmo account, you can't just send me money if you're a person? I don't fucking know. God damn it, Venmo. Let me look, Pete. Stay away from the hills and the trees in California. Okay, we will do that. Do you need be a vendor account? Send money on Venmo. You need a Venmo business account to accept payments for goods and services. You can create yeah, I don't know. There shouldn't be any reason you have issues sending me anything with Venmo. Venmo, business account, vendor, accept payments from personal account. No, you cannot use personal Venmo account to accept business payments. No, I get that, you guys. That's not, AI doesn't have the right answers. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Is anyone else having issue with this? I'm sorry. Wait, who's commenting from down under? D-Money says to go snowboarding at China Peak or Mammoth would be fun. Hey, Vanessa, Mammoth is not on fire. You should do a hot spring tour up there. That's where I wound up doing at the beginning of November. It was so much fun. That's okay. Well, we're going to look. Maybe we'll put it up to a vote from the club, right? Did you go to the Yellow Market? Where'd you go?
Lawson.
You did. Get yellow onion, don't get white onion. I told you it didn't matter, but I'm telling them. This is just a little sweeter than a but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to think of what pan I want to use for this risotto. Okay, so we got, I love these all-clad pans. I got them many years ago. You can see great. From my grandmother. She just, ordered them for me. So I'm going to use half of this onion. Again, I don't like too much onion. And I like to do onion, I'm sure you guys have seen this. It's my compost bin where you just kind of cut the edge off here and then take, can they see? Yeah, they can see that shot. Take this off here. Take care, Eddie. Where are you going? I have to go to a family dinner, so I'll be listening in from my car. Okay, bye. That was a quick welcome back. Winslow, yeah, Winslow's fast. Faster than lightning. What would be your preference, Winslow?
What?
Of where to go?
It doesn't matter.
You're like,
Anywhere.
let's get the fuck out of here, man. But like, if you had a choice, So,
I'm bad at those questions.
okay, so I'm coming here horizontal, right? We are perpendicular, or no, we're parallel to our cutting board, and we're putting these slices in. Okay? Oops, I cut all the way through. Oh no, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Just hold it together. Like we're doing right now. We're just holding. Okay, so here's the important thing about these all-clad pans. In order for them to be non-stick, you can't start with them from cold, okay? You have to properly heat them. So now I'm coming in perpendicular to my cutting board. My knife is not sharp, which is bad girl, dangerous. Don't do that. Sharpen your knives. And I come in with the claw, holding these onions together, but do you see how those taking that time to just kind of cut it like that does the work for me? And you can just come in. I used to separate onions like sheet by sheet and then julienne them, and I didn't know, I was never taught until I went to Rome and staged how to cut an onion like this. So I just wanted it to be small and perfect. And, onions, especially in this risotto, you want it to be small because you want it to melt away. And then I just take the big leftover chunks. I have that chicken stock in the back. I'll just throw it in my stock. Why not? Why not? Pourquoi pas? Anyway, I would go to Mexico, would be fucking rad. But I would also take San Diego. I would go skiing too. I haven't been skiing probably though in like, how many years? At least 20 years since I've been skiing. Yeah, so might be a little dicey for me. Okay, so let's take some olive oil. This is just this graza. I don't know if it's, it's good enough. I'm not a real snob about things. Okay. Even if it was on fire, they make man-made snow. They need to get paid. You don't know Cali. Wait, what is going on? Oh, Pete doesn't have a Venmo account. Yeah, you got to have a Venmo account. I don't know how else to get payment for this trip because Patreon is subscription only. They don't do like whatever. And YouTube, we can't do that. So I figured I'd just start a Venmo. And if people want to fund our trip out of here, we will say thank you and get the fuck out of here. And we'll create some content for you. And then we'll give you a little personal shout outs, like whatever you guys want, so we can leave LA. So my oil's hot. Put these onions in. I probably didn't, no, that's a good amount of onion. That's right. Oh yeah, how are we gonna infuse this? So that's hot. We don't wanna brown our onion. This is salt. Salt helps your onions break down while they're cooking. This helps them to become translucent. So don't have this, too high. And I always start with my onions because garlic cooks a bit faster than onions and you really don't want to brown your garlic. So I put my garlic in after. But thanks for getting that. It smells great. I love the smell of onions. Do we want to use FSO or do we want to use rosin? I have some decarbed rosin. I have some of that full spectrum oil that I used for the hot chocolate. Did anyone get their medical card? You can get your medical card from LeafWell and get 15% off with using the code Marigold, if that interests you. It's leafwell.com/marigold. And yeah, you can get, I want to see, cause I got my card and I want to see how much money I save in taxes on weed. So that was one big clove of garlic I'm going to add to this. Now, if you have a dry white wine, that's really like what you want to use to deglaze this pan once we get there. But I don't have any. I don't really drink, so we're not going to do that. We're going to keep this pretty simple. I learned how to cook risotto in Rome. There's different types you can do. You could do like a saffron risotto is beautiful. I have some saffron actually, but one time I did a nettle risotto that was delicious. We picked wild nettles in Rome and we made risotto out of it. Oh, my stock is boiling. Everyone's saying FSO. You got it, babes. What did I do with that FSO? They had a deal at the Woods. It was buy one, get one, FSO. I thought that was a great deal. It's really inexpensive to get high on edibles when you know how to do it. And if you don't have a super high tolerance, which I don't. Sorry, Kathy. It's not so cheap for you. There we go. Oh yeah, this has like a little needle thing too. Wait, there's a tax benefit to medical cannabis rec. Yeah, you don't pay as much in taxes. And you can buy more. They give you deals if you have your medical card. At least in California. I don't know if they do that in every state, but you definitely get deals. Oh, fuck, this is hard to open. Don't let your onions get brown. Don't let your onions get brown. That is a good deal, especially because it's so potente. Do you guys smoke donuts in your area? Oh, Jeff, yeah, you were asking about that. Yeah, people do. Like I've seen B-Real's joint roller guy do have donuts and stuff. Hash donuts. We're going to do... Okay, I was saying earlier, I prefer this rice called carnaroli to arborio. You can use arborio rice, but I just personally, I find that it cooks better than arborio rice. Oh, good. I'm going to use up this. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love using up a box of something. Boop. Yay. Okay. So this is carnaroli. We're using about a cup of it. I'm going to add this garlic to our onions. She's not, where is she? In the bedroom?
Got delivered.
I don't know. What got delivered? You're going to find out? Find out, Winslow. I hope it, I wonder what it is.
Bulge's fruit patch.
I didn't order those. Is it for me?
Grim?
Becca. Did Becca send that to me? Becca Grimm?
Grim, yeah.
Yeah, she sent us fruit packs.
Yeah.
I fucking love her. So Becca, I need to send you guys this. My friend Becca, because she knows, she's so cute. I love people like that who do. I am not responsible like that, but she's just the type of person who always sends a Christmas card and always sends, like, she knows that we're going through the fire right now, so she sent me. Becca did this zine called Dope Girls zine, and we've stayed friends since she started that. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, it's cookbooks.
Stuff in it, yeah.
Shit. Okay, wait.
You want it?
Yes, I do. Let me show you Becca's Annie Smokesley Etsy. Let me show you Becca's. She just posted some more. I won't show my address. She just posted some more. Oh shit! I'm burning my onions. All right, 1 second. Before we do that, let's measure how much FSO we're gonna use. I don't want to put that much in, so like maybe 0.05. Can you see this? Here we go.
The oil.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so I put some olive oil into the bottom of our bowl here so it won't stick, right? And I've got this milligram scale. This milligram scale is available on my Amazon store front if you want to get it. That's 0.03. Winslow says that's good. Okay. All right. So love it. Live for it. Well, now this dew dippy is on this. Can I take this off? There might be some oil in there. So you really don't need a lot of FSO. So 0.03 will be like 50 milligrams, I think. 864 times 0.03. And then I let this get a little brown, which I shouldn't have done, but oh well. And we're going to put this FSO in here.
That's 26 milligrams.
Oh, great. That's perfect. Let's put, you can add more if you want to. Do what you want. So this is warm. I really don't have to worry about this. I'm just going to, and it's already decarbed. So I'm going to put this FSO in here. Didn't stick because I put the oil, which is nice. So we're not going to have any loss from, you know, how we measured it out. And then just stir it in here and it's, you know, it's in there, it's blended. Add your rice and we want to toast this. And that's the beauty of something like FSO or RSO or full extract, cannabis oil, whatever, right? Whatever they want to call it, is that it's decarbed, it's full spectrum as well, and it's just ready to go. I love that. Look how easy, so easy to infuse your food. You just have to be careful with weighing it out. Yes. So you want to toast your rice a little bit. try not to get the onions brown at all. It's not going to make it, it's still going to taste good. Don't worry. If you do, don't worry. But the goal is not caramelized onions. The goal is just translucent onions. And we're going to toast this rice just a little bit. I don't know exactly what it does, but that's what they told me to do in Rome. So that's what I'm going to do here. I feel like, don't mess with the Italians in the way that they do things. So I remember one time I made this really beautiful risotto with radicchio and what was the cheese? Gorgonzola. I know that sounds a little weird. It was so fucking good. But we're making arancini with this, so we're going to keep it pretty simple. You can flavor risotto however you want. You could do mushrooms. You can use different types of broth, different types of liquid. And you would want to add some white wine here. When in Rome. That's right. Oh, how's scale? No, this is, let me see if I have it in my, where is it in my, for edible makers. It's this scale. I don't want to see details. 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to get this link for you for this scale. Bum, bum, bum. And you could use a jewelry scale too, you know, like that works as well. I like this scale because you can weigh flour and you can weigh flour. You know what I mean? Like you weigh both the flours and it works great. Oh yeah, I have a little butter too. This is just some butter I should use up. Italians would call that cheating, but I don't give a shit. Oops, didn't mean to toast it that much. We're really like in a mood today. She did not listen to you. Bonbon, go lay on your bed. Okay, so don't brown it too much. And let's get in here with this broth, this chicken broth that I made. Woo! You might need more liquid than this. But we're gonna make it work. I honestly don't need more risotto in my fridge, but so you want to like kind of let it cook in its starches. You don't want to dump all of your liquid in at once. You're just trying to release the starches and stir, 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 stir. Might have to add some water too, so I have enough liquid to cook this risotto. You want to use flavorful things, right? I'm cheating a lot today because I can. I'm allowed to. Stir, 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 stir. Let's keep this warm. You could use a vegetable stock for this. You could do tomato broth if you wanted to. Are you crying? Bonbon, you're fine. And you're just like wanting to slowly hydrate this rice. It's kind of like Italian congee, you know? That's how I see risotto, but not as like porridgey. Do do do. Dee dee doo dee doo. Sorry. Parm chips are yummy. Oh yeah. Could Parmesan, like the cheese, be infused? Which speaking of, let me get my Parmesan. If you like infuse the milk and then, 1 second. Petra, have you ever heard of peanut butter spinach dip? No. I have not. I'm sorry. I'm thinking so used olive oil instead. Yeah, I usually, most Italians would, Southern Italians would use olive oil. Northern Italians use more cream and butter. What's going on? So we're cooking this risotto. You got to let it kind of do its thing. Stop it. No. No, you don't need to kick me. She likes to kick me. Stir, stir, stir. And just slowly, it's like absorbing that broth, right? And we keep coming in and adding more liquid slowly over time. And I'm hoping I have enough liquid. I'm going to put this salt in here too, because I know it's going to need some salt. And we're going to add cheese to this, but it's not even, you know, we haven't even barely started cooking this risotto yet. I've got to let it do its thing. Wasn't this always what Gordon Ramsay would get upset about? The fucking risotto! Is this risotto? Or is this mush? And then he'd like throw it against the wall. What are you? I'm the ham sandwich, or I'm an idiot sandwich, whatever he would say. Do you rinse rice? Jeff Tharp. Yes, you rinse most rice that you don't want to be starchy, right? The whole point of risotto is that you want those starches to come out, so you would not rinse risotto. The point is that it's cooking in its starches and you have this like creaminess kind of congealed around it, and the grain is still al dente, it's still intact. So that's kind of like what the art of making risotto is getting it to that point where it's not, you know, it still has a little bit of its integrity. The grain still has some integrity, but it is creamy and it has like this wonderful kind of, I don't fucking know. It's just delicious. So add a little more broth. Maybe we'll make this. I think we're gonna switch things up because I don't have enough chicken broth, but I know I have tomato. This is peeled tomato passata. So we're gonna just actually make this a tomato risotto, which is totally fine. I just want a little more liquid in my life. This is passata, so pureed. Passata just means passed. So pureed tomato, like passed through the food mill. I'm gonna add this to my broth. I don't know how much. Half this can. So basically I don't feel like I have enough liquid, and I didn't buy chicken broth. So we're just gonna make it tomato risotto, and from there we could make soupli, but we're not going to. So I'll show you this kind of risotto, and sometimes you just have to improvise and know that it's going to be okay. We might put that passata directly in here too. It's all going to be okay. Okay, I don't want to add too much liquid at once. Ow, splashed myself. Just let it kind of do its thing. I think we need like straight up passata in here though. There we go. Do do do. I just set up my Venmo account. Thanks, Pete. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we are fundraising for a trip out of LA. So we don't have to breathe in this awful air. So if you have Venmo and you want to contribute to our trip to wherever the fuck we can afford to go, keep that in mind. Then Venmo us at the Edibles Club. That's where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook. Now this has like a nice red color to it. Tomato. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start, turn this down, don't want it too hot. Start grating some cheese. Oh, and I got these books from my friend Becca. So these are her grandmother's cookbooks, you guys. And she put it in a fruit. I thought she sent us fruit snacks because there was I was like, she's so cute. That's something my mom would do, you know, or my grandma. Here's some fruit snacks. These are old cookbooks from her grandmother. Easy skillet meals. Fucking love vintage. And I love when they write in, like they have edits to the recipe, you know, like, yeah, no, where it's half a cup of breadcrumbs. Okay, lady, it's 1 tablespoon. It's like, you know, and that's cool. You should do that to your cookbooks. We do our best to have recipe testers and whatnot, but it really, there's so many variables with recipes that it could change based on the flour you're using. So we got the Jell-O pages. These are vintage, man. Cooking the American way. Cooking the American way. Pizza bites. Sausage apple bake. What? Wow. Easy party slices. Tomato apple cinnamon biscuits. A touch of cuisine. Rochester Plant and Bloom Garden Club. Oh my God. Eclair cake? I fucking think so. Let's do that eclair cake, right? Yes, please. So these are her grandma's cookbooks. Asia used savory peanut butter for dishes all the time. I bet it would be texturally amazing, thinking sautés and such. Yes, yeah, peanut butter can be savory. I've never heard of it in a spinach dip. I'd have to try it. I would have to try it. You know, it might be one of those things that like is just, it's not what you expect. It's better. Unexpected banger. Love those. Okay, so we're starting. It just slowly absorbs all of that liquid, all of those flavors. Oh my God, this is so cute. The new Italian cookbook, from antipasto to zucchini, every dish a delight. That is hilarious. Chicken tetrazzini. And this has marks all over it too. So clearly that was a well-used book. This is Introduction to Cooking with Amana Radarange Microwave Oven. This is a microwave cookbook. That is hilarious.
How old are these?
These look like they're 50s, 60s.
Wow.
Let me see. Oh, this is 85 actually. I thought this would be older. Yeah, I guess a microwave probably didn't catch on until... When was the microwave invented?
70s, maybe?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what's this one? So grandma, I think Becca's grandma's moving. So, oh wow. Wow.
Cool.
That's pretty special. She sent me her grandmother's Better Homes and Garden Cookbook. Every recipe tested. Look at how well used this is.
That up close. Wow.
You know, definitely used this book to cook some things. So awesome. We definitely know we have some sources for our next recipes. I love it. I don't want to put this anywhere that the dog can get it because she will totally chew up a book. Okay, so that was awesome. That was a cool gift. Thank you. I'll have to tell Becca that the eagle has landed. Okay, I gotta get this cheese going because this risotto is almost done. I can tell by how the grains look, and you kind of want to start tasting it at this point. I'm gonna put some more liquid in here. Get some more of this broth in here. The tomatoes like stopping it from coming through. But I don't want the onion. I wonder if I have a less thick strainer. I don't want too much of this. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I've been distracted by cookbooks and other things, but okay, there we go. Let's stir this up, baby. I don't want too much, but okay, I'm gonna grate some cheese. This is dosed. And like with that little FSO and all of the flavors that are in this risotto, like, we're not gonna taste it. What up, y'all? Hi, Marcus. Oops, dropped it. Hi, Marcus. Wait 1 second. Pete donated. Awesome. Yes. Thanks, Pete. Janice, how high would you get if every ingredient was infused with mild amount? Well, it would depend on how much it was altogether. And like my tolerance.
You would get high.
I get high. Pretty high. High enough. I don't need to be any higher than I am getting lately. Especially right now. I feel like I got to keep my wits about me a little bit. But you know. This is Parmesan cheese and we're grating it up. This is going to add some saltiness to our risotto, so keep that in mind as far as like seasoning goes. And this is what makes everything taste good. When in doubt, just put in a fuck ton of Parmesan and you'll be okay. Make sure it's from Italy. Like this, I had to make sure product of Italy. None of the, sorry, Wisconsin, but no. That is making me hungry as fuck. Love it. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay helped us set up our Venmo today. And it's at the Edibles Club. Thank you to Pete who donated for our cause. We're not a charity. We're just a couple of Angelinos who want to get out of here for a little bit. I mean, I'm not native. Were you born? No, you weren't born here. You were born in... You were? Oh, you're a native. Winslow's a native Angelino. So you'd be helping out a native Angelino. Okay, so I'm going to start tasting this rice. Where are we at? Almost there. Ooh, that's good. It's going to be so good with Parmesan in it. And they have this saying, like waves. It should be like waves, you know, when you stir it. Because the starches kind of make it all come into this, you know, like, I don't fucking know. But that's what they say. Oops, I am spraying shit all over the place. Oh, God. Messy, messy, messy. Messy Nessie. That's what we should call me. Messy Nessie. I'm wondering if we put a little more liquid in here, but I don't want it to be overcooked, and it's pretty much almost there. So we're gonna put this cheese in. Let's start adding, they call it mounting. You either mount it with butter, you mount it with some cheese. Fuck yes. Cheese, 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 please. Yeah, see how that's looking? It's looking pretty fucking sexy, if I do say so myself. And I just know it's gonna need more. You really can't have enough of this Parmesan. It just like will make this come together in such a beautiful way. You see how that's kind of looking, right?
Yep.
Looks pretty sexy. Love it. So we have, like, you can see there's kind of like this creaminess on the outside of the grains, but they're not swimming in liquid right now. Taste this again. Careful because it's hot. Still has like a little bit of a bite to it. I might add one more thing of this liquid. I like it al dente, but I don't like it to stick too much to my teeth. It's like a fine line. And we'll grate some more cheese while this is cooking. Yum. Okay, and we're really gonna let it fly today because, like, we still have to make our arancini. So we'll have some risotto and then we'll have some arancini. I'm gonna show you how to take this risotto and turn it into little fried balls of heaven. Okay, so let's let this cook a little bit. How are we doing? Pinch of sugar. What? 1 second. Maybe put the Venmo on the Patreon and in chat here. Okay, we're gonna do that. Native Angelino is the Tongva? What's a Tongva? What was I gonna, oh, you're saying, is that a native, that's a Native American group. There you go. Well, you know, Winslow was born in Los Angeles. Petra, cheese, you should put a link where you can get the apron you have on. You cannot get this apron. This apron was handmade for me. I gave them away to some members, just so you know. Those aprons that you received, members, those were like one of 8 aprons that ever got made. They were made by my mother as like a bribe because I was mad at her. Okay, so there you go. A little bittersweet. They were meticulously made because she knew I was mad. See all that cheese? Just say yes, please. Petra, this doesn't need any sugar. I guess if you like it a little sweeter, you could add some sugar. But the onions were pretty sweet, right? So some people like to add sugar to their tomato. And also, like, there was broth in this that has like a sweetness to it. But sometimes, like, if I wanted it to be sweet, I would have taken that stock and put a carrot into it. The only time I've really had sugar in my sauce is in Thailand. When I had that, when I went to Ice's house and we made spaghetti. She put, they use a lot of sugar in there. Thai spaghetti is very sweet. All right, that's good. I'm like, does it need a little more salt? And I would put a little chili in here just to make it spicy. A little bit of salt. Yum. You see how it's moving? It's kind of like, you know, if you want to be like, whoa, one of those chefs like that. I'm not like that. I don't want to make a mess. I'm just a home cook. I'm not a chef. Okay. What's the difference? Well, a chef is someone who runs a restaurant, right? Like I've never run a restaurant before. I've never had a sous chef. I've never had to order food and do all of that. And so I feel like it's a title that gets thrown around a lot. When I'm a home cook. I'm a chocolatier. All right, let's put this in here too. Hi, Michelle. I love the announcement from Michelle when she gets here. We love you, Michelle. We missed you. Okay, here we go. Risotto. Fatto in casa. That's beautiful. Boop. Facciamo così. Mangiamo così. Sorry. Let's get this risotto into my Play-Doh. Let me cheat it out for you so you can really see this creaminess. Yum. Okay? Fucking yum. All right, Winslow. Let me wipe this down real quick. Okay, I'm coming ready because last time our little reel that we did fucking crushed it. So we need another video. We always need more cheese. Make it rain. Make it rain, baby. Wow. Risotto. Reefer risotto. These are how my reels get made. Yummy. That's how you say something's really good in Italian. If you go to a restaurant and the chef comes out and they're like, oh, how was it? Did you like it? Ti piace? You go like this. Ottimo, ottimo. Fucking ottimo. I love risotto. So as this, and I don't know how many milligrams I'm eating, but as this sits, I'm always wanting more cheese. Never seen that before. What a dance. Oh my God. The Swedish chef is the only singing chef. Not anymore. I guess I'm not a chef, so yeah. As this sits, you know, it's gonna like congeal more. This is what we're gonna make the arancini out of. You wanna try a little bit? I use a spoon, but you can use a fork. Go for it. You can take that. If you want, you're like, I can't eat any more of it because it's got weed in it. What do you think?
Lovely.
Very simple, right? Just tomato and cheese and very simple. Okay, so that's how you do it, my friends. So then with this, it's like, what am I gonna do with this risotto? Say it was just me by myself. Oh no, it's okay. Say you're getting ready for a party and a once-in-a-lifetime forest fire breaks out in your city. And then you have all of this risotto that you made that you can no longer use for said party. That's okay, because we were going to make it into a arancini anyway. Lots of cheese, that's right. Second dab got me wanting more cheese and bread. Yes! Pete's Best. Just so you know, these risotto balls were originally going to be for a Mexican-Italian themed menu. And what's going to go in them is, this is just chicken, right? This is a little congealed. But we're still going to make arancini with this. I'm hoping it didn't get too congealed. Huh?
What is that?
It's risotto.
Oh.
This is just plain chicken broth risotto that I was going to make for the party and turn into arancini. Do you know what arancini are?
Nope.
So arancini are rice balls made with risotto. So basically, to cool off this risotto quickly, because you don't want it, you know, you want things to cool down pretty quickly. You just pour it into a sheet pan, get it soft, you know, like get it like this. But we can't make arancini like with risotto that's just been made. So we have some risotto that I made before the fires. How many dishes? Okay, I want one more spoonful. Tomato. So this risotto that I have that I'm going to turn into arancini is just chicken broth. I just took onions, garlic, did that whole thing. The only difference is this has tomato in it. So I just did a different flavor because I wanted it to be simple. It was going to be arancini with what's that pepper called? Poblano peppers, and then cheese in the middle. Yum. But obviously that we had to postpone. We had to postpone, unfortunately. So now we're going to do it on the club, but we're going to do kind of a classic arancini. This risotto kind of congealed a little bit because it sat a little bit long. So we might add a little bit of water to it to kind of help it. But I think I can break this up. Okay, so we got this. We got to put some more cheese. This has cheese in there, but I might put some more in here. So this is my risotto that's like when it sets, it gets kind of congealed, right? So we can take this and we can turn this into balls, you see? So that's you want your rice to be, it needs to have sit at least overnight. So that's what we're doing. And I put these recipes together so you guys would see like kind of the process for doing this from start to finish. And we're gonna get some fry oil. And this is like one of those 3-step processes. I'm gonna add a little bit more Parmesan to this risotto because why the fuck not? And you can season this with other things too. Like I could use that tomato risotto and put cheese in the middle, and they call those supli al telefono because when you bite into it, the cheese, like, we did that one time on the club a while ago. So I'm just gonna put some of this in here, which is Parmesan, to just kind of give it some more cheese flavor. And then let's start making some balls. Maybe we'll even... So then you would want to, like, since they're dosed, you'd want to measure out all of the risotto and then divide it, you know, by however many you want. Oh, I got to get the pancetta, and I have to get the peas and the mozz. So let's get those. And there's no rush today. I'm trying to take it easy. Put the chicky in the oven. What chicky? Like risotto rieno. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Exactly. One second. We have not had bonbon cam this whole time. Bonbon. I got the bonbon. That's a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Got some eye coobies. Yeah. Yuck. No? God damn it, Bonbon. Sorry. I thought I could get her. She's like, I don't want to be on camera today. Petra, Vanessa is a real one. Makes messes, drops things, spills things, and no dishwasher. I love it. Clean as you go. You know, I don't have a dishwasher is right. And like my sink gets pretty full. I make messes. It's just how it goes. Okay, so this is a 3-step situation. And we need our mozzarella and pancetta. And I got an egg. Bum, 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 bum. And we need some breadcrumbs. Watch, I don't have breadcrumbs, I'll cry. I know I have dried bread, but I really don't want to make breadcrumbs right now. What did I do? Why didn't I mise en place? Oh wait, here they are. No, that's THC sugar. Where the fuck are my breadcrumbs? Oh no. Oh no. Ah! You know what? Give me a second. Huh. Chocolate. Where's my breadcrumbs? Well, it might be one of those days where we have to make some. I thought I had, did I use up all my breadcrumbs? That's not breadcrumbs. Okay, well, fuck it. I knew you guys were in for a ride today, so bear with me. Here's how you make breadcrumbs. Bear with me. Okay, we need the other attachment. Oh my God. My kitchen's a little like Tetris-y in that, oh my God, in that I don't have enough space for all the shit that I use. So, you know, I do the best that I can. Do y'all know how to make breadcrumbs? I've been doing this since I was a little kid. Something my grandma you know, would be like, Vanessa, make the breadcrumbs. And we go outside and do it because it can make a mess. And I save my old bread, right? Like if I have, I didn't have any breadcrumbs, Winslow. It's okay. All right, so let's make some breadcrumbs. I don't know where that little circle thing went for me, but it would really help. Oops. So this is like my dried bread. You could get panko. I'm like a waste not, want not kind of a person. And this is like, you know, oftentimes I forget to eat the bread that I buy. So I just try, I don't beat myself up about it. I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna do the seeded one. And like, it's smart to like break it into pieces before it hardens, because like I can't really fit that. Yeah, so now I gotta like get in there. Where there's a will, there's a way. So look at how many fucking breadcrumbs I've got. Okay, that's enough. We did it. Good job. And then I don't like these big ass kind of chunky guys. Get in there, you fuckers. And there we go, Kokomo. That's how we do it. Take your breadcrumbs, and we'll put this away over here. And then now, like, you don't necessarily have to do this, but like some people do this. And for this, I'm gonna do this for arancini. Are you guys having a tender moment? Winslow and Bonbon? She loves Bonbon. Bonbon loves Winslow. That your bud? Yeah. She likes to sit on his lap. Okay, so the fuck did I do with that? We're gonna sift this. It's a little like excessive. You don't have to do that. Who's here? Jack? Hi, Jack. Thanks for being here. I wish you could stay longer. This is kind of a pain in the ass. And these are a little fine. So you can basically, okay, one, do this in a bigger bowl. All that work for it to end up on my table. And you can just like, you know, take out the fine breadcrumbs. This is what the real Italian nonas do. I got some big guys in there. What are people saying? Or bread pudding? Yeah, I do. I do bread pudding. I put a bread pudding video up. We did bread pudding once. I love bread pudding. Another great way to use up stale bread. Sometimes it's like past that point for me, and I'm like, yeah, these are croutons. I need more breadcrumbs than this for the arancini. I think we're gonna have to give up our mission for fine breadcrumbs. I wish I had a less, like fine of a sieve so that more would go through. I just don't want the big chunks because those fry and they burn often. Whatever, we're not going to make that much arancini, okay? Because I don't need to get fucking fat off of fried food. Let's get rid of this. We got a little bit of breadcrumbs. If we want to make some more, we can. We have this. Is this clean? It is, but I feel like it has, I don't want anything in the bottom of this because we're gonna fry in it. Is that? Sometimes the enamel on these kind of cracks, which is annoying, but I like to fry in this Dutch oven. Sometimes you have to put a little barkeeper's friend on the bottom of them to like really get it. Anything that's stuck there, some elbow grease. Because if there's anything stuck, it'll burn in that fry oil. Let's get it nice and okay. I'm sorry, I'm not being very entertaining. I'm like washing dishes. Jeff Tharp. Oh, wait, no. Pete says to go to Vegas. I don't know, man. Winslow, Vegas? I don't know.
Go to Vegas.
Winslow says no.
I hate Vegas.
Winslow hates Vegas. Why do you hate it?
It's the worst type of thing about America.
Dang.
Sorry, strong emotions about Vegas.
That's cool. I kind of agree with you. I don't want to piss off anybody who loves Vegas, but
If I'm going anywhere right now, it's nature.
I think we need some nature.
Not capitalism, Disneyland.
Capitalism Disneyland.
That's what it is.
That's hilarious. That's accurate. Yeah. No, we don't need, I would like to go to some nature too. I would do like a Mexico thing. That could be fun. Test my Spanish out. Yo hablo español un poquito, pero me gusta hablar y practicar. Okay, so we got flour, and you want to season everything, right? So salt in my flour, salt in my breadcrumbs, and we need an egg. So salt in the egg that we're going to beat up. Put some salty in here. So this is our classic three little pepper in each, three fucking A, man, stages of breading. We got our flour first, and then our egg, and then we've got breadcrumbs. And so what we're doing is we're going to create these rice balls. Okay, so listen, I'm willing to get into arguments with people about oil if you want to. We can do that. You don't want to fill this up too high, but you want a good amount of oil. If I had the money to fry in peanut oil, by all means, I would fry in peanut oil. Insanely expensive. Like a little bottle, like $15, right? Peanuts, I think, are hard to grow. Canola oil, I have not seen. Fried food is not good for you. Let's just start there. Fried food is not good for you. It's not the canola oil that I'm using. It's the fried food part of it. I've seen people be like, oh, well, they put bleach in canola oil. That's totally false. They use bleaching earth, I think it's called, and it's basically, have you ever used bentonite clay or used charcoal, activated charcoal to filter something? They're using a type of clay that's called bleaching clay to filter the oil so you don't have as much plant material in it, kind of like how when we make concentrates, the further down the line of concentration, the less plant matter you have in it, and you're left with this pure oil, which is very good for frying and doesn't have a lot of flavor, neutral flavor. So because that if you leave that plant in it, it'll burn. It'll have a lower smoking point. Does that make sense? So a lot of things are processed. This flour is processed. These arancini, I'm processing this food. So I think like, a lot of times it's easy to demonize certain things rather than overall looking at what you're eating in general. Like if I want to be healthy, probably not going to eat fried rice balls. Not healthy. I know it's not healthy. But I'm not going to blame the canola oil, right? I mean, anyway. Dredging station. It's a dredging station. We turn dark BHO into diamonds. Exactly. So there's different processes to do that. You want to talk about processed. Look at sugar. Shit. That process is dirty. That's a dirty process. From harvesting the plants, because they have to burn the sugarcane fields because the plant is like very spiky, so it's easier for them to harvest if they just torch it. And then they squeeze out the cane juice, cook that down, separate it. I just think things can look scary. Like there's been like this trend of wellness influencers being like, oh look, there's flame retardant or air conditioner fluid in my Lucky Charms or something, and it's the same technical compound, but they're used in completely different ways. I can use baking soda for cooking, for cleaning, for all sorts of things. It depends on the concentration and the use of it, right? So it doesn't mean just because I use it to clean my bathtub doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to use baking soda to bake, right? So I think we like to kind of put things in categories and simplify things like good, bad, seed oils bad, ivermectin good, pasteurization bad, raw milk good. One, that's just stupid. Raw milk is not good, and pasteurization is good. But it's just more complicated than just being like, I'm going to cut out all seed oils from my diet. Or I feel like a lot of the diets at the end of the day, they're all the same diet, which is low carb, high protein, and that is an oversimplification of dieting. I've seen a lot of diet culture in my life. Let's just say that. I've had from Weight Watchers to Suzanne Summers to Jenny Craig, my mom did it all. So, and none of it sticks. It's all about a lifestyle change and having a different relationship with your food and kind of being aware of when you're eating, if you're eating because you're hungry, if you're eating because you're stressed, I know I've been eating, what I've been eating? Pizza and fucking candy. Why? Because I'm stressed out. So, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I just try to eat a salad and, Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. Let's make some arancini. Petra, sometimes I drink baking soda. I probably should have got low moisture mozzarella, but I didn't. I drink my baking soda when I have a tummy ache. That's when I drink my baking soda. Like, I think I gave that to you once. When I was like, here, have some baking soda. Because it helps with that. Do you want any mozzarella?
No.
You want like a slice? No? She just wants to sit on your lap. She just needs some attention other than me. Okay. So we're gonna take this Mott's. You should probably use dry moisture. I did not get that. I don't know why. I just wanted like the real deal, and that's fine. We'll work with it. And we're gonna cube this. Let me put this. This and put this in the fridge. I'm not gonna make too many. I have some peas. So I want some peas. Baking soda is, yeah, like if you have a little tummy ache and you don't have Tums and you don't have Pepto-Bismol, do you want a pea? Do you want a little pea? Let's see if she'll eat it. She took it. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take some Mott's. What'd you do, spit it on the floor? Oh, good girl. She likes vegetables. She loves fruit. So I'm just cubing some Mott's. We're gonna put that in the middle. We're heating our oil. We have some pancetta. I'm gonna not use the like real fatty bits because those look gross. And we're gonna take one of these scoops that I have. This, you can do like a big old daddy arancini, but I don't really want to. I'm just gonna do whatever this scoop size is. I'm gonna take it, oops, and take a cheese. I'm gonna take a couple of cheese chunks, put them in the middle here, right? Take one of these little pancetta. These look a little big. Let me cut this up. Okay, put those in there. Put a couple of peas in here. And then close her on up, right? And then we have some time. So I'm gonna, here we go. Did I get one of my hairs in it? Sure did. Let's take a plate and we'll put them on a plate when we're done. Okay, so I could keep going with those, but let's start the dredging process. I dredge it. Okay, so I like to do a dry hand, right? And then here, I am just gonna use a spoon because I don't want a wet hand right now. I wanna make more of these balls. And this is just gonna make it stick real nice. And then into our breadcrumbs, which I could have put some more seasoning in these breadcrumbs if I wanted to, some garlic powder, whatever, but I didn't. So if you want to do that, go ahead. We're going to do a double dredge because I don't think that looks thick enough of a crust, and I want a thicker crust. So we go back again into our little system. I totally forgot about my wet hand, dry hand, because I'm a stoner, and whatever, best of intentions, but, and come back into our eggies. Get it nice and coated with this egg, because this is what makes the breadcrumb stick. And we're trying to get this heat up like our oven temperature, 350, you know? And then come in and, you know, we've got this fucking arancini right here, baby. And let's see, we got a nice ball. And let's get a couple of these babies going. Might as well get some peas in here. 3 peas, I feel, is the appropriate amount. 2 pieces of mozz. And then like a couple of these little chunks of this pancetta. You know, it's we don't want too many. We don't want people to bite into the arancini and be like, nah, 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 trying to chew through pancetta. And could I cook this pancetta? I could have, but I didn't. I don't think it should be cooked. Pancetta's cooked. We're fine. Okay. Should I pan sear that a little bit? Maybe we will. Let's try it both ways and see if it makes a difference. I'm going to turn this oil down because we're getting there. I'm going to turn my cast iron on so I can cook some of this pancetta. You are amazing. I know you are exhausted. Really appreciate the show, y'all. Hello. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, Eddie, I realized I should crisp the pancetta. But it's okay. We'll try these 2 like this and see if it's disgusting. And if it's not disgusting, then great. I'm going to turn my oil off because I don't want it to get too hot. Listen, my brain is a little off lately. And then roll it around. Okay, we'll do 2 with the other pancetta, and I'll tell you if it's disgusting if it's not cooked. I'm sure it's not going to be as good if it's as when it's cooked. Pancetta is technically cooked, like it's not raw, but like bacon. You can eat bacon. I used to go to school with high school with a girl, and she would eat bacon like not fried up, and people would think it's so gross. And she's like, she was Italian. She was like, it's just like prosciutto. She's not wrong. Okay. So we double did that one. Let's get our pancetta cooking in my cast iron. This oil is hot. What time is it, Winslow? 3? Oh, hey, we aren't even shit, man. I'm like going too fast. They should also cook nicely inside the arancini. It will not be, well, we're going to see which one we like best. That's what we're going to do. Just cooking this. Bonbon is, of course, she's in position, ready to go in case any pancetta were to accidentally hit the ground. She is ready and willing to clean up. What would have been nice is if I rendered this pancetta fat and then I cooked the onions for the tomato risotto in the pancetta fat, but I didn't do all that. So, bye, Eddie. See you later, alligator. Do you have the Watch Judy app? I don't have it. Do you have it, Winslow?
No.
I don't have it. Okay, let's fry these guys, because why not? I'm going to just drop these non-cooked pancetta in. And the oil's at 360, which is good. And we're going to want to move those around. Have a plate ready to go with a little towel on it so it can absorb the fat. And make sure you want to move your arancini so the bottom, doesn't stick. It'll kind of turn brown if you just let it sit on the bottom. So move them around a little in your oil And you don't want to overcrowd. I could obviously do more than 2 arancini at a time, but we want to cook this pancetta a little bit. And we want these arancini to get so that they have a nice color on them. And the cheese melts on the inside, right? We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Dun, 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 dun. Bye, Lindsay. Oh, no, you're still here, Lindsay. Good. I'm going to check and see. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, thank you to John Bland and thank you to Peter Sirios for donating to our Venmo so we can get out of LA. The Venmo is the Edibles Club. If you would like to contribute so we can leave. Thank you so much. John Bland and Peter Sirios. We love it. Thank you. Okay, let's check on this. Roll a joint, Lindsay. Roll a joint. Okay, so rendering this pancetta fat, but I think I can pull a couple of pancetta pieces to work with because I just want to keep going. Oh shit, I gotta roll our arancini so they don't cook all on one side. Did it break through? Did the cheese come through? So we're getting nice color on these. And since we use the fine breadcrumbs, they have like, it's nice and smooth. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna cut these a little smaller, pancetta. Yum. And let's get one of these rice balls here. And some cheese, some 3 peas, at least 3 peas, and a couple of pieces of this nice pancetta. And what are you guys angry about? And then I could have taken a little more rice. Here we go. Let's turn off this pancetta that's cooking. Into our flour. You guys know the drill. Into our, woo! Son of a bitch. I want to make sure the cheese is going to be melted, but these are like getting angry at me, and I'm afraid to make any more. Okay, I'm going to take these out because like you can see they're kind of starting to split open and we don't want that. And I turned off my oil just so it doesn't get too hot while we form these next ones. We're gonna do 2 more, and then I think that's enough arancini because otherwise it's too much fried food for me. Not good for you. Woo, hot. Remember that anything that goes into your hot oil is gonna be hot after, so be careful. And we're double breading this. And this was just 1 egg. You see, like you can do a lot with 1 egg. And roll it around. Was that the second time? Yeah. That was the second time we did that. Oops. Didn't mean to like make it go crazy there. And we'll just drop this one in. Why not? Make sure our hot heat is on a little bit. And we'll do one more. Again. And you could fill this, like, you could take a little dab of FSO and put it in the middle so that they're double dose. But I think the easiest way to dose arancini is to just dose the rice. And then you can either weigh it out so it's exactly the same weight for every rice ball, or I'm using this little, scooper thing. Oops, didn't mean to drop that in there. Winslow, you want to take a nap? Why don't you lay down? No? Okay. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And those are cooking. Don't want the bottom to get all browned. And then let me check the chat. Cheese. Okay, and then we got to do it one more time. Double dredge. Duck eggs would be great too, I know. You could have a lemonade stand to raise money. Petra, I don't know where I'm going to have a lemonade stand, but no. I'm not a schoolgirl. Okay. I have a club to raise money. I've got a whole online community. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And let's drop this bad boy. Wash my hands. There's also no one in LA right now. Just so everyone knows, like, everyone who could leave did leave. No one is here that doesn't need like either like has some obligation to be here or cannot leave here. My cheese escapes. Make sure you cover nicely so your cheese so it doesn't break open. Bonbon, just leave him alone. Yeah, you need attention? Come here. You want to say hi to everyone? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Yeah. Okay. Wash my hands again after my little love sesh with Bonbon. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? When you pull them, make sure you season them with a little bit of salt. Oh well. When the oil is still hot, you know. I'm trying to let this cook a little longer, but I think we're there. So these ones, this one is cooked pancetta, where we rendered it a little. Do you see these beautiful balls? That's pretty fucking nice. Those are nice arancini. Okay. And we got one more in there, but I'm gonna try one of these that has the uncooked pancetta, and let's see if I like it. I guess I'll just take a bite. Ah! Motherfucker. It is hot. We're not gonna just take a bite. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. fuck, those are good. It's all about the risotto. I know it looks stodgy in that bowl, but as it got all heated up, it got nice and like, and there's this double crust on this, and we have this nice filling in here. You know? Probably could have put more peas. That's legit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Gorgeous balls. It's funny. Beautiful babies. Mama, you don't get any arancini. No. Wow, that pepper really kind of came out. Oh. Yeah, good cheese pull. I mean, could the pancetta have been cooked? Sure. I would do that. Cook off the pancetta. But I'm not mad at it. That's fucking good. Okay. Love it. Live for it. Oh. Wow. Can I come over and help eat those? Yum, yeah. They are yum, Petra. Jen, love that you can hear the crunch. Well, taking that time to double coat them, that's the key. So that's what I would do. You're cool with this. And I think that was the one with the cooked pancetta, so it'll be a little, I mean, that was fine with it not being cooked. I'm stoked. Fucking delicious. It's still hot, right? That's why I gave you the fork. I try to bite that because I'm an idiot. No, I'm not. That's not nice. I shouldn't talk to myself that way. When your voice in your head says mean things to yourself like that, tell it to shut up. Say, no, I'm not. Say, I'm good. I'm not an idiot. Fucking made risotto and I made arancini for the club. This was awesome. Also, how to eat weed and have fun. Yeah. Let me drop that link for you. My cookbook actually got here. We're going to film an unboxing that I'll post tomorrow. Here's the cookbook if anyone wants to pre-order. But yeah, so I'm going to look at the first hard copy of it. I'm excited. So that's what's happening here. We have to get to a certain point on that Venmo to be able to go anywhere. We're at 200 right now. So thank you to Pete and John. We appreciate you. I'd say, I don't know how expensive.
Oh, this is so delicious.
Put your mic on, man.
These things are delicious. Oh my God.
It's the risotto, right? Like the rice itself. So that one, the stock didn't look like this stock. It was like the fattiest stock I could use because that's for the event.
Yeah.
He likes them. Crispy, crunchy on the outside, nice and creamy on the inside. And then you can keep that rice really, really simple. If you have it has to be homemade chicken stock. If you want it to be like next level where someone bites into your arancini and they're like, what the fuck? It's all about that chicken stock. I don't remember what the difference is between stock and broth, but I just do chicken. For this, I took I usually just get a whole chicken and I boil a whole chicken. For this, I got like some chicken thighs and stuff, and it basically was really, really thick. And that broth, I was adding it to the risotto, and it's just chicken. So it's really simple flavor. And then the Parmesan cheese. And then in the inside is the excitement. So I was going to pair that with poblano peppers in the middle and probably mozzarella cheese. And it would have been a hit. But we had to postpone. But that's okay. I'll make it again, and it's like nice to practice making them. So when we go to do the event, like I'm seasoned. So the Venmo is at, let's see. Oh my God. Winslow, Russ Creech just gave us $200. So we're at,
Thank you.
so we're at 400. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to start looking. I think we can stay somewhere for like 2 or 3 nights for maybe like $500 or something like that. If we could get a couple more donations, please. It's the Edibles Club at Venmo. It's at the Edibles Club on Venmo. We'll go on a trip and we'll create some video content for you, and we'll get the fuck out of LA for a few days so that we don't have to breathe this horrible air, and so Winslow doesn't have to sleep on a couch for a little bit and just kind of feel just like, get out of town and feel a little like normal, because none of this feels normal at the moment. Thank you, Russ. You're so kind. It's 6:30 here, so perfect for our dinner time. Did you receive from Jay Bland? Is that you? From John Bland. We got $100. Yeah, we're at 400 right now, Lindsay. We got Peter gave us $100, Russ gave us $200, and John Bland, which I'm assuming that's you, gave us $100. So fucking thank you. I love our community. Such a cool, anyway, I'm going to make a post about it too, so people can see. And then maybe we'll let people vote where we should go in the club. I love it. Thanks, John. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, so I'm not going to make any more because I don't want to, although that rice is so good. I feel like I should almost make them and freeze them and have them for later, because I could fry them from frozen. You want it one more?
Yeah, sure.
This one on the, you can have as many as you want. This one on the end there is the cooked pancetta. Well, Coolio, I was going to let it ride. I thought we would be here for a while today. Does anyone have any other questions for me before we go? I think we did a good job. I have a rice ball recipe in the cookbook as well, because I think this is an excellent edible. They're portionable, and they are, they're handheld appetizers, and you can tell people like each arancini is 2 milligrams per piece. So you see, like, Winslow didn't just have one arancini. He wants, well, technically it would be an arancino if it was one. He didn't have one. He wants at least 2. Yeah. So that's how you want to think about your dosing. And in my cookbook, I have a section called Formula for an Ethical Dose. And it talks about that. Like, how do I dose this? It's like, well, instead of being like, I'm going to dose each thing at 10 milligrams each, and then people can only have one or half of one, try thinking of it as like, well, how many do I think people will eat? Oh, it's a cupcake. Most people are going to have one cupcake. I don't know. I guess if I was alone and no one was watching me, I would probably eat 3 or 4 cupcakes. I'd eat cupcakes until I felt a little bit nauseous, which would be like a lot of cupcakes. So you just got to think about it that way. And should I dose the frosting, or should I dose the cake batter? I also talk about that in the cookbook, about like how to think about what to dose. And it's always best to dose the thing that you have the most control over how much is going in each portion. Like, say I dose the chocolate chip cookies in a chocolate chip cookie recipe, right? how do I make sure each cookie gets the same amount of chocolate chips unless I put them on individually? It's easier to dose the cookie dough and then weigh out the total mass of the cookie dough and then divide that evenly so you get the dose that you want. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, let me know in the comments. We are safe. It's dealing with the aftermath now. UBB and Winslow need to be safe. Yeah, we are safe, but it is also like, Winslow, like you're staying downtown and it's not comfortable. You're sleeping on someone's couch in a studio. You don't have any power in your house. You don't know when it's going to come back.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable leaving my home because of the air quality and I have these air purifiers running 24/7 and they are like 90% of the time saying air quality is bad. So I figure if you guys want to fund it, we'll go do a tour and we'll create a little guide for you for the club of where to go.
I want to say emotionally, like, my house is okay, even though I'm inconvenienced, but like I know so many people who've completely lost their entire home. So like emotionally, that's just pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's been like, that was your neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, when he would go, now when he drives, I don't know, have you driven through Altadena?
I went up there yesterday to check, but the area where things burned is blocked off, so I didn't go look. I have no, desire to go just look to look.
Right.
But yeah, I've seen video and that my whole neighborhood it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Everything's gone.
Yeah, that's it. It looks like a war zone. So, and there's helicopters overhead all the time. It's just really stressful being here. And it's a ghost town a bit. Like a lot of people have left. I feel badly for the gig workers. I feel badly for the businesses that aren't closed, because they can't afford to close. It's really like all you have to think, like huge exodus out of Los Angeles, right? Like I said, if you could afford to leave and you had somewhere to go, you fucking left. Everyone else who is here is like a business owner that can't afford to close, because if they close for a week, that's not in their, any business owners out there, what happens if you're like, I'm going to fuck off for a week? Your business is under. Like businesses are barely surviving. So now at least, I don't know what percentage of the city is gone, but all of those people were customers for them. So they have lost that business. So it's really intense, and the rhetoric online is so awful, a lot of it about Los Angeles, because I think people like to blame us for everything, and they see this as a real liberal hub. So when something bad happens to us, they're like, see, this is what happens. Like you guys have your liberal lifestyle and you fucked up because of this and that and this and that. And like, if you see videos of what happened in the Palisades, I don't know how they could have handled something like that. So it's just very tragic. And I don't know. I'm just trying to spin it so that we can go and do something, dare I say, fun, instead of kind of just, I've just been sitting around smoking pot and watching really bad TV, like really shitty TV, whatever I can watch, other than Silo.
I want to address one thing that's really annoying. The story about the fire hydrants running out is not really true. The fire hydrants worked for 14 hours under incredible load. So they worked, and then they ran out. The reservoirs ran out. It's not anybody's fault. It's just that the fire was so goddamn big and so intense and spreading so fast. No system is designed to deal with that. It's just a disaster.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like they're designed to handle fires that we've experienced before.
Yeah.
But because of the climate crisis at this point, the Santa Ana winds, all of these contributing factors, we haven't had rain for 9 months.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, fire hydrants are equipped to deal with like house fires. A few, maybe at the same time. It's not possible to put out 300 house fires at the same time.
How many houses was it in Palisades?
Thousands.
Thousands of houses. All along PCH, the houses like totally gone. So, you know, I think it's easy. We like to scapegoat. We like to point the finger at people. I definitely don't think we should be blaming any of our firefighters. And Vanessa, y'all will be in Mexico soon. Oh my God, I would love that, Jeff. Wouldn't that be fun, Winslow, if we could go to Mexico? Have you ever been?
Yeah.
You've been to Mexico? I've been to Mexico. Maybe we could do that. I don't know. We got to look at it. We've only got $400 right now. Not only, we're very happy and very grateful for that amount of money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But if we could get a little more, we can go somewhere. But yeah, it's been, you know, I've been smoking a lot of weed, and just kind of getting these air purifiers made me realize that not only was I breathing in the like smoke from the fires, because my throat, I smoke a lot of pot, so obviously my throat's upset because of that, but I've seen such a difference in the way that I can breathe in general, because there's so much pollution. Agustin Garcia, wait 1 second. We are sending y'all to Mexico. Fuck yeah, let's go, man. Ocha Nomu says, happy thoughts for you guys. Love you all. We love you too. SC Gladiator Games, I just ordered your book on Amazon. Can't wait to make some good food. Thank you, SC Gladiator. I love it. Petra, I wonder what's going to happen after the fact. Bon, I'm going to let her outside for a second. Go outside. Go bug the outside people. Go bark at somebody. You guys should visit Wisconsin to see if you can find some quality cheese. Okay, I didn't mean, if I said something about Wisconsin earlier, I think I said that their Parmesan isn't as good as the imported Italian kind.
It's not.
Sorry, it's not. It doesn't melt the same. Winslow's like, it's not.
Cheese, but
Not that. Not that Italian. I think it's because the Parmesan, like Parmigiano Reggiano, is the cow, like the type of their buffalo. It's like buffalo. It's not cow milk. I think.
I would love to go to Wisconsin and have some good.
Wouldn't that be
Wisconsin cheese, though.
fun? I'm telling you, you guys, we're gonna look around. Should we leave it? Should we make it a poll? I'm gonna look. Let's look at. We'll decide.
Yeah.
We're gonna decide. We'll look at some places. We'll let you know where we're gonna go. We need to raise a little bit more. So if you want, come to the Ozarks. That would be cool. So if you want to Venmo us, please do. And we can head there. There's a great cheese company here in North Carolina called Petra Cheese. Is it named after you, Petra? And I just like this idea of going somewhere and like creating some content about a place and being like, this is where to go if you're stoned, or these are great dispensaries to check out. These are good munchie spots. We have to figure it out. Arkansas and Missouri. Okay, so here's the thing. For us to fly, we definitely need more than $400. For us to drive, I don't know, Winslow, can you drive your car? It doesn't really go, it's not like for road trips, right? And we can't really take Carmen. I feel like we're either taking the Surfliner somewhere, like we're going on the train to San Diego, or I guess we could take Carmen, but it's not a very comfortable ride. We got to figure this out. Okay. Should we go? What do you think? Do you guys want to hang out more?
Up to you.
I don't know. I don't got anything else to cook. Do you want a coffee or anything, Winslow?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Want me to roll the credits?
I think it's time to go, my friends. Let me say one more thing before. Thank you to everyone who's shown support and reached out to see if I'm okay, to see if we're okay. We appreciate it. We love all of you. We knew the show had to go on. You know, what other choice do we have but keep cooking, baby? Let's go. And we'll let you know what's going on with the fundraiser drive for us to go on a road trip. I'll make a post about it in the club. If you haven't joined my Patreon, please consider joining the Patreon, the Edibles Club. And that's like a great way to support us, but it's also you can hang out in the group chat. You can join for free, totally join for free, and then you get like notifications when I go live and stuff like that. It's like subscribing on YouTube, but there's more content put there. But if you join any of the tiers, you get to be a part of the group chat, which is, we have so much fun in the group chat. Any of my members can attest that there's fun shit in the group chat. And updates, I give you updates and kind of behind the scenes stuff there. And sometimes I like spill the tea. That happens in the Discord sesh, which we probably will have today. I'm not too stoned, so I think we can do it. All right, I love you guys. We're gonna roll the credits. We updated them for you. So here we go. Are we rolling? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's the Edibles Club, and we love you so much, especially Madam Dram, and everyone who gives us love. Love you guys. See you next time. See you Wednesday.